Asterisk the airport buzzed with people rushing, talking, dragging luggage, and chasing connections. But inside the gate for Flight 700, one man sat motionless, Daniel Hale, 38 years old, CEO of Hale Industries, one of the biggest tech companies in the country. Asterisk to everyone else, he looked perfect. Asterisk sharp suit, expensive watch, confident shoulders, expression hard as steel. Asterisk but behind those eyes was a man who had not slept for 36 hours. Asterisk a man drowning in responsibilities, a man who felt painfully alone in a world full of noise. Asterisk his assistant had begged him to postpone the flight, but Daniel insisted. A merger was collapsing, investors were panicking, employees were quitting, and the board blamed him for everything. Asterisk he had money, power, success, asterisk, but no peace. Asterisk when they announced boarding, Daniel walked into the first-class cabin like a ghost. Asterisk he loosened his tie, rubbed his temples and leaned back. His head hurt. His chest felt tight. The silence around him felt heavier than noise. Asterisk as the plane filled, a soft voice interrupted his thoughts. Asterisk, Mommy, is this our seat? Daniel looked up. A little girl, around 6, stood beside him. Her hair was curly, tied with a pink ribbon. She wore a green frog-shaped backpack that was almost bigger than her. Asterisk seat to be right next to him. She stared at him with big, curious eyes, then gently reached out and touched his arm. Asterisk, you look tired, sir. Asterisk, Daniel blinked, stunned. Asterisk no one, not his employees, not his board, not even his family had bothered to notice his exhaustion, but this tiny stranger did. The girl's mother approached, slightly embarrassed. Asterisk I'm so sorry, she talks too much. Asterisk Daniel shook his head. It's fine, really. The girl held out a small chocolate bar. You should eat this. When my daddy was tired, he said chocolate helped. Something inside Daniel cracked. He smiled a real smile, something he hadn't felt in months. Thank you, he whispered. Her mother settled into a seat, and the plane began to taxi. Asterisk Daniel leaned back, but this time, with a strange warmth spreading in his chest. Asterisk as the plane lifted off the runway, the little girl looked out the window and whispered, Asterisk Daddy used to say, when you're sad or tired, you should fly high so the world looks small. Daniel's breath caught. This child didn't know it. Asterisk but she had just described exactly how he felt, desperately wanting everything to feel small again. Asterisk and he had no idea that this little girl, this stranger, with her innocent words and gentle heart, was about to change his entire life. Once the plane reached cruising altitude, the cabin dimmed. Most passengers reclined their seats, checked their phones, or put on headsets, but Mila, that was the little girl's name, didn't sit still for even a minute. She swung her legs, opened her sketchbook, whispered secrets to her frog backpack, and kept glancing at Daniel as if studying him. Daniel closed his laptop for the first time in years. He had no energy to work. Mila tapped his arm. Do you want to see my drawing? He nodded. She showed him a messy, colorful picture of a family. Asterisk a mummy, a daddy, and a little girl holding hands. Asterisk Daniel softened. Is that your family? Mila hesitated and her mother's face changed. Something painful passed between them. Asterisk my daddy went to heaven, Mila said quietly. Mummy says he's watching me from the clouds. Daniel swallowed hard. He didn't expect that. Asterisk Mila continued. Before he left, he told me something important. Asterisk what did he say? Daniel whispered. Asterisk that even grown-ups get lonely. Daniel froze. Every word hit him like a punch. Asterisk my mummy gets lonely, Mila added softly. And I think, you get lonely too. Daniel didn't know what to say. How could this child see through him so isolated? Mila took his hand in both of hers. It's okay, Daddy said lonely hearts need company. Her mother apologized, tried to pull her back, but Daniel shook his head. It's alright. She's right. The plane lights brightened for beverage service. Daniel ordered black coffee. Mila frowned. That's not good when you're sad. Asterisk Daniel chuckled. What should I drink then? Asterisk warm milk, she exclaimed. It helps me sleep. Asterisk Daniel laughed a warm, tired laugh he hadn't felt in months. He ordered warm milk. Mila looked proud, like she had saved the world. Asterisk then, she asked, do you miss someone too? Daniel looked out the window. Yes. He missed his mother who passed years ago. He missed the version of himself that used to be happy. He missed a life before stress became his identity. Yes, he admitted. I miss someone. I miss myself. Asterisk Mila didn't fully understand, but she placed her tiny hand on his arm again. It's okay, she whispered. Maybe you'll find yourself again. Daniel felt something lift from his chest for the first time in a long time. He felt seen. Not as a CEO, not as a businessman, but as a human being. He didn't know it yet, but this little girl was about to become the most unexpected blessing of his life. Halfway through the flight, the lights dimmed again. Passengers slept. The hum of the engines filled the cabin. Asterisk Daniel stared out the window at the stars. Asterisk he had been holding everything inside for years. Pressure, grief, responsibility. Asterisk, but tonight, the emotional walls began to crack. Mila was drawing on her sketchbook when she looked up and gasped softly, "Sir, your eyes are crying." Daniel touched his cheek, a tear, then another, then more. Asterisk, he quickly looked away, embarrassed. CEOs weren't allowed to cry. Leaders weren't allowed to break. Asterisk, men weren't allowed to fall apart in front of strangers. But Mila didn't see a CEO. She saw a hurting human. Asterisk, without hesitation, she climbed onto his lap and wrapped her arms around his neck. Asterisk, her mother panicked. "Mila, sweetie, come back." Asterisk, but Daniel shook his head, voice breaking. Asterisk, please, let her stay. It was the first time he had held someone or been held in years. Mila whispered. Asterisk, Mommy says brave people cry. Daddy cried too. Daniel held her gently, his shoulders shaking. For the first time, he didn't hide his pain. He whispered, "I've been so tired. For so long." Mila pressed her small hand to his cheek. "It's okay. I'm here." Her mother wiped her own tears. No stranger had ever touched Daniel's heart like this child did. Asterisk, pure, innocent, unconditional. Asterisk, after a long moment, Mila climbed down from his lap and gave him her drawing. Asterisk, here so you don't forget me. Asterisk, it was a picture of him, her, and her mom, the three of them holding hands. Asterisk, above it, she wrote, asterisk, the tired man who needed a friend. Daniel's eyes filled again, but this time, gratefully. Asterisk, where therapy, luxury, vacations, and success failed. A child brought him comfort. A child reminded him he was human. A child gave him something he didn't know he needed. Connection. When the plane landed, Mila refused to let go of Daniel's hand. Passengers smiled as they walked by. Some whispered, "He must be her father." Others laughed. Asterisk, she's adopted him already. Asterisk, at the arrival gate, Mila looked up sadly. Asterisk, will I see you again? Daniel knelt down. "I hope so, Mila. You gave me something I didn't know I needed." Her mother approached, holding Daniel's business card. "Thank you for being patient with her. She doesn't open up to many people." Daniel smiled. "She healed something in me tonight." Her mother looked startled. "She healed us too," she whispered. "Since her father passed, she hasn't stopped searching for someone to feel familiar." Daniel hesitated, then said softly, "Maybe we can all help each other." He reached into his briefcase and handed the mother another card, one with his personal number. Asterisk, if you ever need help, anything, please call me. She hesitated. "Are you sure? You're a CEO. We're just asterisk. You're the first people in years who made me feel human." Daniel said. Mila hugged him again. "Don't be lonely anymore, okay?" Daniel whispered. "I'll try. Because of you." Asterisk, as they walked away, Daniel stood there holding the drawing she made, the picture of the three of them holding hands. Asterisk, for the first time in years, he felt hope, warm, human, real. He didn't know where this connection would lead. Friendship, partnership, something more, but he knew one thing for sure. Asterisk, a little girl on a plane, with a frog backpack and a pure heart, had changed his life forever.